Sway coming in, gets killed. Google Sheets, the only one left. He is last standing. He's going with the knife. All thinks otherwise. Oh, with the reload. Oh, horrible timing. Has the knife out, elects to reload. Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Eye in the Sky, where we take a look at a game of squad from the top down. And in this episode, we've got a completely different game mode called Territory Control. If you've never heard of Territory Control, you're not alone, since it really hasn't been that popular since it was first released a couple years ago. Essentially, each one of these hexes act like its own small objective area, and if you have more than the enemy team in total, they begin to bleed tickets. It's one of those game modes that can either be done in 10 minutes because a team doesn't know what they're doing, or take over an hour in an insane frontline grind fest. And I think this was a good example of good strategy as well as what not to do for our first Territory Control game to cast, so I hope you guys enjoy. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop me a comment below with a map, faction, or game mode you'd like to see in the next one. And don't forget to check out the live streams at twitch.tv/MoiDawg, where we stream every weekday. And now streaming right here on YouTube every Friday. But that's it for me. Until next time, peace. Territory Control. Russia versus CAF. Yeho, Territory Control TCV3. So, you guys do not know how this works.
Hey, I'll bring Logi as well. No.
As they figure out what they're doing. You start with an anchor and a handful of territories. So anchor, handful of territories. And you need to capture all of these hexes. And the more hexes you cap, this is like how much you currently have. So if there's 67 hexes in total, Russia currently has 14. So the more you cap, you start to initiate a ticket bleed on the other side. And they all have to be in the same, like, connected. So if you start to connection and you can punch through and break a connection, and they all have to be eventually connected to the anchor. If it's not connected to the anchor, then you can't cap. It's a game mode. It came out a couple years ago. A lot of people were super hyped about it. And I think it's fun. I think it's very refreshing. But it is, I think maybe it needs a little tweaking, needs some works. The big thing is, if you build a fob in an objective and the actual HAB is in the hex. So let's say you have a radio here, your HAB is in the hex. You cannot take that hex until the HAB is disabled. So if you have the HAB set up in the hex, it's like fortified. So that's one way you can kind of create fortified areas around here. You kind of make it's literally impassable until that HAB goes down. So the meta-ish is to build HABs that are in choke points or smaller areas of the hexes, so that way you can kind of force and funnel the teams through certain spots.
HAB inside one of the hexes.
Let's see, this is Canada with their new helicopter. Really nice helicopter, coming in a little hot. Oh no! Slams the ground a bit. Bailing out. I mean, luckily they should be okay. Man, that nearly popped, to be honest. Very lucky. Nearly lost a whole chopper on the start, which would not have been fun. They got super lucky. Turn on this so you can see how close they are to the enemy. So you got Russia coming up the road right over here, and take a quick look at the map. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to warn you guys right now. There's no visual representation from an admin cam or eye in the sky perspective of who's capping what. You do get little like hexes capped, hexes decapped or whatever, but it's very hard to, like, dude, this one's called 27, 29 is over here, hex 33. It's very hard to get a representation of the actual map without looking at the map, if that makes any sense. So there may be a lot of there may be a lot of looking at the map here today.
Bot camp
All right, so we have a couple lodges. Russia is moving around. They've set up a radio here. They're trying to get a HAB up in 14. That's going to be a fortified hex 14 for them. Oh, this is a huge misplay, actually. This HAB is not in the hex, which means they're not going to be able to fortify it. That's a misplay. That means they'll be able to contest 14 without any issues. And Canada, although they do have a HAB here,
we need to focus on is 29, 16, and 4.
the hex is actually not going to be fortified unless it's your own secured FA, or if it's your own secured hex. So even though Canada has a HAB here, it needed to be read and owned by Canada before they did anything. So I know this might be confusing. It's like drinking from the fire hose with all the gameplay.
We get them. It's all about flanking on TC.
It is all about flanking.
And you
that
need
is
3
true.
people per hexagon to cap it.
Kind of a very dark map, so I think we're going to have to keep markers on. I really want to make sure you guys can see this.
Come on, just push on. Go, go, go. Push,
Oh,
push,
this
push.
is that. They're going to high center themselves.
You got
Oh, did he actually do it? Oh, we got it.
Let's go.
Impressive. All right, so with that, I don't think they realized, Squad 3, I don't think they realized that Squad 9 and 6 might deal with them anyway. But let's take a look here. Canadians are about to be completely overwhelmed. This is usually how territory control starts. You just have a big wave push in because they're all capping, and they're right next to each other. Do they realize that they're not in the same team? He shot him. I don't think they realize that they're actually Russian. Yeah, no. 2 enemies right next to each other. The uniforms
50 cal in Yovanivka.
are really confusing everybody here. Username does go down as well, so Canada eventually gets clapped. Yeah, you see the radio right with this hourglass.
Helicopter.
Mad Kinsey nearly goes down as well to an RPG. But they're on that HAB, and that will be going down. Honestly, a big loss of tickets. Mad Kinsey's still up, actually. You do have a little bush bookie here. Oh, I think he freaked out a little bit. And that HAB will go down a handful. Well, we are going to do this, though. MTLB, rarely see these ones. Might hit a mine. Gotta be very careful. Lands right next to it. Nearly stopped in time. And there is a Canadian AT nearby. They might at least get 1 kill before they pop. Maybe not. There it is. Oh, fantastic shot.
They're basically beside you, or Squad 3.
Incredible. I mean, at least you got something out of it. Combat Engineer drops a mine. AT mops it up with RPG. And Golden Potato and Prism, you know, hey, if we're going to lose the radio, at least we'll take out an MTLB. Cool Golem should see the flank here. Walking around. Oh, does he not? He went right down. You should hear, the audio is not an AK right next to you. Oh, gosh. Golden Potato. He does go down, but I'm not sure if Cool Golem has his headphones on. That's a bit weird. All right, so let's take a look at the map. This is why it's going to be chaotic, guys. You have this fortified shield mark means 14 cannot go down until the HAB goes down, and that is going to be the same with 30... Why does this... Is this broken? You guys see what I see? Why is there no shield mark here? Am I going crazy? This is a Canadian HAB, right? Or is this a Russian HAB? This actually might be a Russian HAB. There's no way. No, this is a Canadian HAB. I'm gonna guess that because I'm on the Russian team, even though I am on Admin Cam and Eye in the Sky, I can't see the fortified hex. I think there's some weird graphic overlay not working. Oh, here it goes. Just pops. Okay, so it needed to not be neutral. All these wonderful mechanics you forget because you haven't played this game mode for 2 years. All right, there you go. Fortified. It has popped up. 31's fortified. 14's fortified. So what's going to happen is either Russia has to flank around and try to cut them off, or they just push through and they have to hit this HAB. So you get these big meat grinders. It looks like Canada is really going to start bobbing up this town. Hillboat, Proboat, and Anderson.
Right, we're going to lose that HAB in November 9. We need people to save that.
Pushing right across the field here. See what he sees. I mean, this is a very... the visuals on this map is just so difficult.
What? Yeah, that's way too far out.
You got Canadians all to his left, and he's just not even looking. You can see him all on the hillside there. Maybe sees it now. Well, there he goes. Well, Canada spot him first. And now mortars are coming down. That's what you're going to need. So this is going to turn into a huge grind right in the middle of the map. And you can see it on the top right of your screen. 412 tickets to 397. And 29 right next to us here is starting to fall. Canada using that kind of base of operations, that fortified hex, to really good use.
My medic camping, the enemy HAB in
Map
29.
V with the 50 cal is pushing the southern HAB.
Oh, good smoke. Actually, hold on a second. Is this Canada or Russia?
Airstrike in 4 minutes.
All right, I'm trying to... Oh, hold on. We got a tank up here. Or MTLB, rather. We have a bunch of smoke coming in.
Vehicle coming into 6.
Can't tell where the mortars are. Oh, it's way out there. Wow, you got a mortar fob way out there. I mean, that is a hell of a mortar fob. Are you kidding me? Wait, they didn't even put a HAB down. Two mortars in the middle of nowhere. I kind of like that, actually. Anderson and Polars pushing the calf radio. This is actually a huge play if they're able to get it down. Because with this radio down...
Marked accurately by squad 6.
Super dark, too, by the way. And with this radio down... Ragdoll.
Radio on spot 6, come in.
Looking straight up from the radio.
39 over here to help us. I don't know if they are, though.
But with that radio... As you can see, now this fob, this hex rather, is no longer fortified.
Yeah.
There's a radio.
I mean, they go cover there.
It means the HAB is overrun. Canada trying to push back in. Shrapnel pushing out. And Perp. Oh! Mortars landing right on it. I think that might have been a team kill, actually. Shrapnel pushing in.
Inside of territory 29. Enemy mortars from 29.
I mean, good mortars now. Is that radio on bleed out?
3 and 9 go for 29.
Not yet. Polar is still trying to dig it down. I'm not sure if these mortars are actually going to help them out.
Yeah, we need to make sure we're
Canadian mortars might be hurting their team right now, shielding the team from even getting in. Spiral Dude.
Just remember, try and get 3 people per square.
Oh, it's on bleed out. Spiral Dude's a squad leader. He's not able to dig it back up. He's going to try to bandage Golden Potato. This could be a huge play for Russia. Girthy Gordo on the other side, trying to push into the radio room too. Oh, these guys out west here, they need to push in. Golden Potato now up. Swaps back to the shovel. I think they're going to get it just in time.
Nice.
Wow, that is huge. Huge play from Canada. You got... you got balls. Balls push it in. And they saved the radio, not able to get it up all the way.
Yeah, just more inside.
Balls ZH able to push back into the radio room, and this is fantastic. The big thing here is they are on 31, but they cannot start capturing 31 unless they have 29. So they're going to knock out this radio and most likely fold back in. A very common tactic in territory control is you would go out of the objective, knock out a HAB further down the line, and then push back in. So you kind of clear ahead, fall back, and you kind of cap backwards, if that makes any sense.
Radio and bleed on Yevnivka.
And that will go down. T-minus 1 minute. And Russia is look at this. 21 is going down. I'm not quite. It looks like all of Canada, they had pushed a little bit too far and allowed their flank to go. A lot of people get drawn into this way of thinking that you can only play in the hex area. You can see Cool Golem. This is actually huge. Cool Golem is using the outpost for himself. This is a Canadian build, and he got T-body bag down. He's taking shots at C-Volt and username as well.
To the east of 21.
Takes out C-Volt. Oh, this is fantastic. Good shots. This is why you need to be very careful when you set up these types of fortifications and emplacements. The enemy can turn around and use them really well. And he's pretty much just stopped the entire counterattack right back. I mean, this is great. Oh, wow. You said GL actually went right through. And with that, everybody focus on the outpost, and Balls again able to provide a little bit of a flank. Knocks him out. That is a huge play. Canada is getting torn up here. Spiral Dude, Valdane left on the hill. 368 tickets to 297 as that HAB did go down. Now with 29 going down, 20 going down, you can see this right here. They have hit the threshold. It says -1, now -2. Canada is now on a 2-ticket bleed since Russia has the majority of hexes. Towboat, rowboat. Gets hit up the side of the head by Spiral Dude. And you have Anderson, might have heard the... Oh, doesn't matter about Anderson. Delta Groville able to do it. And there you go. Canada completely wiped out of the whole west side and center area. 17 will go down. And although Canada did lose their fob, they are pushing back in. And they are having a big fight over this hex.
There's just supplies get HAB done.
You can just see the wave of blue that is crashing in on Canada from the north side. This is going to be a really hard-fought hex. Good defensible positions for both sides. But this BTR might be a little bit too much for him here.
Someone get a HAB down. Squad 9, Squad 3,
HAB
Squad 6. Someone get a HAB down. You've got supplies here.
Being asked for, and if they can get one, this would be a huge hold.
Got a lot of contact with me.
I played.
Honestly, if I'm Russia, I destroy this Logi right here.
Okay.
Sway and Talk Show
On West Stepney.
bailing out. They don't know what to do. They got BTR, infantry around them. Sway coming in, gets killed. Google Sheets, the only one left. He is last standing. He's going with the knife. Oh, thinks otherwise. Oh, with the reload! Oh, horrible timing. Has the knife out, elects to reload. Oh, you hate to see it.
All fucking friendly.
You hate to see it. And Hex 31 falls 43, 33, 34, and 21. You can see, although the southwest is kind of breaking on the Canadian front, they are making ground on the northeast, and they have another fortified Hex in 21. It's a big wave here. So if I'm, oh, this is huge misplays here, guys. Canada, they have 2 fobs right here. If you notice, you could have put a HAB on 54 and also a HAB on 53, and that would have completely prevented these hexes from going in. These HABs, that Russia can just roll right through now. Roll right through. You really need to use those fortified hexes.
Okay, armor squads, putting your reps on Webcam.
And that's a lot of Russians pushing in.
You want me to put smoke out?
The armor squad rep station's coming up in Mike 11. Thank you.
Let's see, we're up with squad 9 trying to push right through the. So they are going to try to cut right through the middle.
Let's see how well
43 is being secured by squad 3. You have a handful of Canadians, just not enough. So Canada is trying to play the entire map right now.
Is that lab mark accurate?
And Russia instead is just kind of snowballing everything. They're picking everywhere. While Russia is just almost hyper focused on 1 or 2 hexes as they run into contact with Canada right here.
Oh, you thanks, mate.
Starting to take 31. I'm down.
Good firefights here. Canada and Russia just playing Bushwookie. What Sticky Bandit?
LAV mark is accurate. LAV mark is accurate.
Calling out that accurate LAV.
Over 933.
I'm trying to get up. I'm gonna try and get up.
Oh, BTR comes out of nowhere.
Remember, boys, lead of tickets, kill any vehicle you see.
And I think a hat had hit that was the Coyote. The recon, the new recon vehicle for Canada, and the BTR just pounces. I mean, that is a hell of a good situational awareness to realize that he is super hurt. There might be infantry over there, but just full send it. Let's see what happens. And you can just see how hard it is to see. There is so much red. The BTR literally just ran over almost an entire squad and didn't see them at all. Didn't fire the HE. I mean, that is just very hard to see, very hard to work through. And this is probably one of the tougher territory control layers I've witnessed.
The squad leaders,
I mean, look at all this.
Left, so,
have Louis, Dr. Ketchup crawling on the ground. I mean, you have Canadians and Russians within just a couple feet of each other.
43.
Okay, I'll hold off 43 then.
See if Canada can try to claw their ways back in. Louis
Out in the field.
out in the field. That is a wrong call, but thankfully, looks like Choo Choo over there, or Polars, got his back. Dr. Ketchup about to roll into another Bushwookie of Polars. I mean, this is peak infantry. This Bushwookieing against Bushwookies. Nearly knocks out Dan Delta Man 2. Polar's able to mop up a couple before he goes down. Really, I mean, that's good. I'm guessing these are the Canadian mortars, because if so, Canadian mortar. Oh, that fob earlier actually went down. Incredible. the fob way off the point eventually got dug down, and now you have, looks like, Taco Games, TV, YouTube, Facebook, Netflix, and NASDAQ. Whew. Yeah, they, yeah. They are, using some pretty good mortars, actually popping them back in that tree line and just preventing Russia from moving forward. Really well done. And although Russia, with the early aggression, they've kind of just stalled here, Canada has managed to hold them. 317 tickets to 174. The ticket bleed right now, the 2 tickets per minute, that is adding up quite a bit. Losing a couple vehicles as well, a couple fobs. I mean, good mortars, but Canada needs to stop the ticket bleed. They need to knock out some radios and start making some bigger plays. You need to all kind of bunch up, or at least get one big squad to start pushing in, because you see squad 6. We're going to go up there. Squad 6 is starting to close in on this fob. And if this fob falls down, this whole eastern flank is going to collapse. Delta Groville, Anderson, Perp closing in. Previous prime have Louis Mad Kinsey about to run right into the field with him. AK shots. Previous Barnaby, they know there's some enemy next to him. There's not quite sure where. Almost said good shots. There we go. Anderson does mop him up. Previous goes down. Delta and Perp moving towards the tree line. Want to get out of this field. You can see Barnaby straight ahead. Getting, oh, good grenade. Nearly knocks out Delta. Barnaby does go down for his efforts. And Pixel also down. Only Dr. Ketchup and Extreme next to the HAB. And this could be very bad for Canada. There's not enough people defending this strong point. Oh, wait a second. Might have had a hell of a flank. Tap V.
More HABs up.
They need to realize that they've got Russian infantry just south of them.
We can, sir.
And they should.
Actually, you can.
This Tap V might save Canadians' flank. Territory 9 was capped, so Tap V needs to work on it now. Clear him out, help save that HAB. Otherwise, Russia's just going to roll right through again. There he goes. Ivan is down. Perp tagged as well, and Tap V finally spots the Russians.
If we could move the HAB and N9 closer to the new points, we could get a lot more people on point.
Oh, he might be running over Taco right here. Oh, Taco is a...
Fuck, he's literally on top of me.
Is an RPG, and he just... oh, mid-arms it. Nice try. But this is a fantastic flank by Sulfur and 100th. They should mop up the rest of these. I'm only counting 3 or 4 yet. Good secure on the flank here.
Track mark accurate. 6.
Should hear the rest of the AK fire. Anderson goes down, Mini-Me goes down, and Delta Grovel. And he's just trying to play Bush right now.
Squad 2, could you assist
Good
us
job.
push through 20 to get to their
So,
fob on
Canada able to hold on to this northern flank. They need to take advantage of this.
Okay.
Mopping up the squad. If Seavolt and Casey the Baum are able to push out just a little bit longer, this is squad 6 is Delta Grovel and
we've got an infantry squad crawling through the river.
this entire Russian fire team that was here earlier were all from squad 6. So you actually could knock out this rally and collapse. There is nothing doing back up here for Russia.
Force them off that fob.
So
Sounds good.
this is going to be close here. If Russia's able to redirect just a little bit, they might be able to hold off. And looks like Delta has gone down.
Oh wait, no, that's you. Never mind.
290 tickets to 114.
Shoot down that UAV.
Squad 7, shoot down the UAV, please. Just look up in the sky, you'll see.
BTR is trying to shoot down, and Tigers, I think, as well, trying to shoot down the UAV.
Squad 7.
You are actually able to shoot it down, and it will prevent Canadian command from calling in accurate arty and airstrike.
In front of us? 33?
I mean, it's still up though. I'll take a look at the map real quick. If I'm Canada, I want to try to.
Squad 7. If you
I want to
can
try to
look up
place
in
a
the
command
air,
strike
there's
real quick.
Enemy helis.
right now. My observe up in the air.
They have not destroyed it just
It's
yet.
behind you to the west.
And the TAP V does go down from the BTR. Oh, Tiger is still up too. Tiger and BTR take out the TAP V, so another good swing of tickets. Russia, 283 tickets. Canada, 89. And the BTR has been able to prevent the cap. 09 was actually halfway to neutral. And Canada just cannot get momentum. In the meantime, 43, the southern front has collapsed a little bit. As you can see, 51. This is what we're talking about. You have Canada with no hexes on the strong points. And Russia has actually come off the hex area for a big flank.
Artillery will be ready. I'll fucking just roll this over all the capture points, and we'll just follow it straight in.
Russia now supporting the infantry as they try to mop up one of the last fobs for Canada.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on this green arrow.
Sure.
I mean, it does look nice. It's so incredibly hard to see with both sides camo.
Are you guys good?
I mean, this is what is actually ahead of them. You just cannot see a thing. Canada spilling out of the HAB. You got smoke all over. You need something to happen. They're starting to get surrounded. We might see the fob actually get cut off. And with 20 going down, and then if they get 34, you'll see a cutoff point. The hex will actually go checkered. Or striped, rather.
Just give me marks where you want this artillery.
And since it's no longer connected, it cannot be defended.
Green arrows, just maybe a bit west of Green Arrow.
Canada needs to push out and get themselves some space. They're fighting from the HAB. This is how you lose fobs, guys. Infantry, the moment you spawn in, if you just defend from the fob, you're inviting pressure and you're inviting space. Killer Ghost, T-Body Bag doing a bit better, but you need to push out a little bit as far as you can. Try to create a little bit of space. Even if it's a little bit of concealment, just a little patch of dirt that's a tad bit further. RPG flies right over the HAB, actually. If that was a frag round, it was so close from killing almost an entire squad.
Okay, I'm just gonna
These guys need to get out of here. Oh, wow, that was actually a direct hit. Sway, I think, just took the frag round all himself.
Radio's down halfway in 21, guys.
Bowlers. Oh, actually gets team killed. Unable to get the radio on bleed out, but he is able to dig it down a little bit. HAB. Oh, I'm not sure if Canada's going to be able to do anything. Oh, this is just shooting fish in a barrel right now. TAP V trying to do something. I mean, that's a brave TAP V. You got to give them credit for it. They're trying to help their team. Trying to prevent the BTR from pushing in, doing what they can. TAP V can do some good damage to BTRs, but they did as much as you could expect from a TAP V against a BTR. Anderson now inside the HAB. Delta Grovel. And C-Volt laying down prone while Russia. He's going for the revive. He's got nothing else going on.
Long artillery coming in. Squad 3, do not go any further east.
Yeah, sniper to the west as well. Sniper west.
Careful.
You just see them come up. I mean, you got Russians and Canadians. Oh!
Dig down the HAB.
It's absolutely blasted, and there he goes. HAB falls to Russia. And you're having artillery come down. And they're trying to finish the game off with an arty strike right through the middle, and it will land pretty much right in front of Canada. So this is, I like this. What's going to happen is if there's any infantry, you know there's no HABs in territory control. Of it, one of the more unique game modes where you can tell for sure there isn't a HAB. None of these hexes are fortified, which means they can put arty in, clear out infantry, and then roll with the rolling artillery and cap behind it. I really like that play. You can see LAV trying to take some shots. Oh, and he actually gets hit. RPG comes in, tags the LAV as arty continues down south. LAV kind of panic firing right now. Not LAV, the Coyote rather.
Lab mark accurate. We're on our way.
BTR looks like he's about to pounce again. The BTR, this BTR crew has been on point all game. Paying attention to the map, noticing what's getting hit. Wouldn't be surprised if they said, yo, BTR, this LAV or Coyote got tagged with AT. Maybe they noticed that AT was nearby. I mean, they redirect and go pounce. And if you're the Coyote, and that says as close as you can do, but that's it. 240 tickets to 0. GG's. GG's. 242 kills to 157. Russia just rolling through.